I made the decision to stop visiting people after turning 70, and honestly, I've never looked back. I have 6 very real reasons why. You know that drained feeling after sitting through 3 hours of a gathering you didn't even want to attend, smiling politely while secretly counting the minutes until you can go home? If you're over 70 and starting to dread social visits that once brought you joy, you're far from alone. In fact, studies reveal that 68% of seniors experience social fatigue from obligatory interactions. Now, here's the part nobody likes to admit. I completely stopped making these kinds of visits after my 70th birthday, and it turned out to be the best decision of my life. Today, I'm going to share 6 brutally honest reasons why this choice completely reshaped my well-being, and why it could do the same for you. I get it, the title sounds harsh, maybe even selfish, but before you click away, hear me out. If you've ever felt guilty about wanting to skip family dinners, neighborhood cookouts, or those endless coffee meetups that leave you more drained than energized, this video is exactly for you. I'll reveal 3 psychological benefits that gave me sharper mental clarity, 2 surprising health improvements that even my doctor applauded, and 1 shocking way my relationships actually grew stronger, not weaker, when I became intentional with my social time. And trust me, reason number 4 will completely turn your expectations upside down, while reason number 6 will forever change the way you view friendship and family relationships. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see social energy and authentic living after 70 in a whole new light. Reason number 1. Energy becomes your most precious currency. Take Ava, a 72-year-old retired teacher who was exhausting herself trying to keep up with the same busy social calendar she had in her 50s. Book clubs she no longer enjoyed, family dinners that dragged on for hours, and neighborhood events that left her wiped out for days. Here's the truth many don't realize. Once you're past 70, your energy runs on a completely different system. Medical research shows our cellular energy naturally drops by about 20 to 30% as we age, and our recovery time doubles. Yet society still expects us to keep the same pace. It's like expecting a smartphone to run all day with only 30% battery. Alva discovered something I call the energy audit method. Try this at home. For 1 week, rate your energy level from 1 to 10 before and after each social activity. Write it down. Sylvia realized some people and events consistently left her below a 4, while others boosted her up to an 8 or 9. The key was distinguishing between energy investments, activities that may tire you short-term but leave you fulfilled long-term, like meaningful conversations or spending time with people who value you, and energy drains, which deplete you with nothing in return, like gossip sessions, obligation visits, or negative company. Ava began using a simple, respectful script. I really appreciate the invitation, but I'm learning to be more selective with my energy these days. I hope you understand. No excuses, no guilt, just boundaries. The transformation was huge. Within weeks, she felt more energized, slept better, and actually looked forward to the social events she kept. Protecting her energy wasn't selfish. It was essential to being fully present with the people who mattered most. Reason number 2, quality over quantity comes into focus. Amelia at 71 was the ultimate social butterfly. Dozens of friendships, constant invites, always busy. Yet, she felt lonelier than ever. Conversations were shallow, connections hollow, and she realized she was giving little pieces of herself to everyone, but never showing up fully anywhere. So she did a relationship audit. She listed everyone she regularly saw and asked, do they genuinely care about me? Do I feel drained or energized afterward? Can I be fully myself with them? Of 30+ connections, only 8 passed. But when she focused her energy on those 8, the magic happened. Conversations deepened, bonds strengthened, and she felt truly seen. Research from Stanford Center on Longevity backs this up. Seniors over 70 with fewer but high-quality relationships report 40% higher life satisfaction than those juggling large, shallow networks. Amelia used the 3-touch rule. Physical touch, are hugs genuine? Emotional touch, do they listen and empathize? Soul touch, do they accept the real you? Over 6 months, Amelia's core relationships transformed into what she called soul friendships, raw, authentic, lasting. And the bonus? When you invest deeply in a few, you also become a better friend yourself. Which of your relationships truly give back versus drain you? Think carefully, because reason number 4 flips expectations upside down. Reason number 3, health stops being negotiable. Meet Sophia, a 74-year-old grandfather who went to every family gathering, even the stressful ones. His kids argued about politics, old resentments flared, and Sophia just sat there smiling while his blood pressure quietly spiked. During a checkup, his doctor noticed a troubling pattern. His blood pressure skyrocketed for up to 48 hours after stressful family events, sometimes taking a week to settle. And here's what most people miss. Chronic social stress doesn't just feel unpleasant, it physically damages your body. Harvard Medical School research shows prolonged social stress can suppress immune function by up to 40% in adults over 65, increase inflammation, disturb sleep, and even speed up cognitive decline. Sophia learned 2 quick techniques. The body scan check. Before committing, close your eyes, scan your body. Are your shoulders tense, stomach knotted? That's your body warning you. The recovery time test. After an event, measure how long it takes to feel normal again. If it's more than 24 hours, the cost is too high. Reason 4, boundaries brought me more respect, not less. This one shocks everyone. Russell, a 73-year-old retired engineer, feared that setting boundaries would make people think he was rude, antisocial, or difficult. He expected fewer invitations and more isolation. But the opposite happened. As soon as he began declining draining events, the invites he received became more intentional, smaller, more personal, more meaningful. His daughter stopped pressuring him to every family cookout and instead invited him to quiet dinners. His neighbors shifted from expecting him at long meetings to inviting him for simple porch chats. Why? Psychology shows that when you respect your own time, others respect it too. Saying yes to everything signals your time isn't valuable. Being selective shows your presence is a gift. Thomas used graceful scripts like, "That sounds wonderful, but I won't be able to make it. I hope you all enjoy it." Or, with a closer family, "I'd love to see you, but big gatherings don't work for me anymore. Can we plan something smaller?" This shift earned him more respect and even made others seek his wisdom. People realized if Thomas chose to spend time with them, it truly mattered. And those who got upset, usually the ones who had been taking advantage of his over-availability in the first place. Respect, Thomas learned, comes from boundaries, not from being endlessly available. Reason 5, time became too valuable to waste. Isabella, at 75, had her wake-up call while stuck in a 3-hour community meeting arguing about the color of park benches. Suddenly, she thought, I may only have 15 good years left. Why am I wasting them like this? This sparked her time revolution. When you're 30, a boring afternoon is annoying. At 75, it's an irreplaceable slice of the life you have left. She even did the math. If she lived to 85, she had about 87,600 hours remaining. So every event became a question. Is this worth 3 of those hours? Quickly, obligation-heavy events failed the test, but laughing with her granddaughter? Priceless. Quiet mornings in her garden? Essential. Isabella started saying no to time wasters and yes to time enrichers. She left the community board but began volunteering at a literacy center. She skipped reunions but planned small family dinners. She even set time boundaries. No more open-ended drop-ins. Instead, she'd suggest, I'd love to see you. How about 2 hours Saturday afternoon? Structure respected both her time and theirs. The result? Her experiences became richer, more vivid, more present. She was happier, more patient, and even more loving, precisely because she was selective. People began valuing her presence more, too, knowing it was given freely, not grudgingly. How do you spend your hours, and are those activities worthy of your limited time? Reason 6. Living authentically changed everything. At 76, James finally stopped living for other people's expectations. For decades, he had been the good guy, attending everything, saying yes to every request, keeping everyone happy while ignoring himself. The breaking point came after 3 draining days in a row, a nephew's graduation where he knew no one, a church social where he got stuck cleaning, and a neighbor visit full of complaints. By Tuesday, James was empty. He asked himself, when was the last time I did something just because I wanted to? He couldn't remember. This began his journey into late-life authenticity, living for himself instead of others. Research from the MacArthur Foundation shows seniors who embrace authenticity after 70 report far higher life satisfaction and well-being. James discovered passions he had neglected: birdwatching, woodworking, quiet mornings. Slowly he reclaimed his workshop, skipped gossip-filled coffee meetups, and asked himself before saying yes, do I truly want this, or am I avoiding conflict? The guilt was hard at first. He'd equated self-care with selfishness for years. But as he leaned into authenticity, everything improved. His conversations became lively because they were genuine. His relationships deepened because he was finally showing up as himself. Even his health improved as he aligned life with his natural rhythms. Most powerful of all, by living authentically, he gave his children permission to do the same. His joy became a gift to everyone around him. James realized he didn't need to justify his choices. He could simply say, this is what works for me now. That was enough. So ask yourself, if you stopped living for others' expectations, what would you do with your time? That question might unlock the most fulfilling chapter of your life. Now, picture the difference when you put all 6 reasons together. Someone once drained by 3 weekly obligations becomes someone energized by 1 meaningful connection. Before, constant exhaustion, high blood pressure from stress, surrounded by people yet lonely, saying yes to everything, undervalued by everyone, wasting hours, and living by others' rules. After, energy protected and invested wisely, health stabilized by cutting stress, relationships deepened with an inner circle of true friends, greater respect earned through boundaries, time filled with intentional joy, and, most importantly, living authentically for the first time in decades. Here's the beautiful truth. When you stop living for expectations and start honoring yourself, you don't become selfish, you become your best self. More energy, more presence, higher quality relationships, and the people who truly matter will celebrate the transformation. Those who don't, that tells you all you need to know about their place in your life. Which of these 6 reasons resonated most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments. You might inspire someone else to finally make the same life-changing shift. If this opens your eyes to a new way of seeing social energy and authentic living after 70, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's next. And share this with someone who needs to hear it today.